Welcome, 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 everyone. Thank you so much for being here today. I'm trying to figure out how to click on these buttons here, but I'm going to jump in. Hi, David. So the other day, I think it was last Sunday, I shared on a topic of limiting beliefs. And a few days after, I shared on how limiting beliefs affect how you see yourself, your self-worth. And that's what's drawing me back to you today to continue the conversation. And the reason for that, can you hear me, David? Give me a thumbs up if you can hear me. I just want to make sure you can hear me. I'm in my car because it's cold outside and I refuse to stand in the cold. And the sun is gone. But I wanted to jump on today and just really get into part of a conversation that I'm going to continue for a few weeks because I think it's very relevant. There are people who struggle with their self-worth, and there was a time that I did. And I did the work and I found out why, what was at the root. There's several things that could be at the root of us people feeling unworthy or feeling like you're not enough. And I went back to my daddy wounds, my father wounds. And what I learned and what I realized was the fact that I had more criticism from my dad than praise or efforts. Can you hear me, Estelle? Give me a thumbs up if you can hear me. I just want to make sure, just say hi or something, just to make sure that you can hear me. And when I realized that that was at the root, I started to go deeper. Thank you. Thank you. I started to go deeper. And I'm so glad that I did the work. If many of you don't know who I am, my name is Shalia Malcolm. I am an executive life coach. And my coaching is informed by my life challenges that I overcame, as well as classroom training, as well as 25 years in corporate. And what I realized is a lot of people who are shortchanging themselves and holding themselves back because of this not enough feeling of unworthiness. I'm going back to the story that I was sharing. Growing up with my dad, he always wanted me to do well. Matter of fact, he wanted us, his children, to do well. But there was a factor that was missing from encouraging us to do well. He would always, for example, if I had an 85 in an exam, I passed the exam, I got an 85, but I didn't get 100. He would remind me how much more the gap was, that I should have gotten 100, right? I should have gotten 100. And I used to feel like, wait a minute, Dad, you didn't even recognize of the effort that I put in to get 65, 75, or 85, whatever the number was. And over time, I realized that I kept shrinking back and shrinking back. I started feeling unworthy, like I couldn't measure up. I was feeling less than, as if I wasn't feeling valued if I wasn't performing at 100%. And it wasn't until years that I realized that was what was at the root of my not enough story. And I started doing the work, and I have several more to bring to you, but today I'm just going to focus on this one. The one is you're feeling less than, you're feeling unworthy, you're feeling like you're not enough because you're not celebrated. You're not encouraged for the efforts that you put in. You're criticized and they're putting you down, and you don't feel as if the effort you put in was valued. And because of this, I realized my coaching, in the space of my coaching, I make sure that I lead with empowerment and compassion. So I am the CEO of my company, and the CEO stands for Compassionate Empowerment Officer. Can you relate to me, Estelle? Give me a thumbs up. Talk to me. I wanna connect with each one of you. Do you feel as if you're not enough? Does that come up at times? Do you feel like you're unworthy? Because I want you to break free from this going into 2026 stronger, better, bolder. I really want you to feel the power of who you are. I really want you to step into your power. And I have an event coming up online on December 9th. It's called How Successful People Overcome Limiting Beliefs. And that's me teaching you how to overcome it and to push past your not enough story. Because so many of us have these not enough stories that's stealing from us, that's robbing us from a healthy relationship, from a healthy, you know, engagement at work. You're settling. You should be at a higher level. You should be managing a team versus just being an independent contributor. But you hold yourself back because you think about yourself less than, because you've been criticized and you have not been empowered. You've been put down and not been elevated. Compassion was not a word that was used with you. And I want to come close to you today to know that you can get through it. You can get over it. And I had to do the work on me to realize that my not enough story stem from me not having enough praise, encouragement, and too much criticism. Like, work hard, you can do more, do better. Yes, I can do more and do better. And we all should encourage one another to do more and do better, but not at the detriment of not recognizing my effort. Yeah, that was my thing. What's yours? Tell me yours, Lace. Tell me yours, Carlene. Estelle, tell me, what's your not enough story? It is so important that we push past these limiting beliefs that's robbing us of healthy relationship, that's robbing us of speaking up for ourselves, advocating for ourselves, asking for that raise, asking your partner for the things you want and the things you don't want, and speaking up for yourself, or either raising your hand at work to take on that stretch assignment. You cower, you keep holding back and being afraid because you don't think nobody would listen to you, nobody would value you, you're not supposed to succeed, and you're listening to the chatter, the negative chatter in your head and the noise. And I stopped by here to you in my car today, in the cold, to just let you know you're not alone, to let you know you can push past it, to let you know that help is available. I am your coach and I am your sister, and I want to join hands with you. I want to help you for 2026 to push past your fear, to push past those limiting beliefs, your not enough story that make you think you're not valuable, that you're not worthy. You're a unicorn. You have everything you need on the inside. Your master designer who created you and created me gave us everyone through a broken relationship. Maybe it was a divorce. Maybe it was a long-time relationship and you're no longer in that relationship. And some things were said to you that was like a gut punch and it caused you to feel less than. I want you to know that you can rise above it. It's about giving your experience a new story, new ideas, new belief. It's reframing the pain that you've been through. Because how many of you know pain is your teacher? Pain is your teacher, and I want to help you overcome. So I want you to click in my bio. There's a link in my bio for this event. How successful people overcome limiting beliefs, because I want you to win. I want you to win in 2026. I want you to win. So I want you to click on the link in my bio and register and show up and bring your friends. Bring 5 friends, because I need you to let go of your not enough story. I need you to let go of I'm not enough, because you are. It's good to recognize things that didn't go well, but not at the detriment of making you feel worse than you are. When I learned how important it was for people to acknowledge my effort, I started tooting my own horn. I started making sure that I recognize in my self-reflection time that I recognize what I did well. So there's 3 questions that I ask myself at the end of every day, at the end of every presentation, at the end of everything that I do, just to tap into my value and my worth and to remind myself as to who I am. The first question is, what did I do well? It could be, what did I do well today? Or what did I do well in that presentation? Or what did I do well in that exchange with that person? That's the first question. And be present to that. My light went off. What did I do well? And the second question, what's the second question? What didn't go well? That's the second question. What didn't go well? And be honest with myself. What didn't go well? And the third question is, what can I learn from what didn't go well? And if you ask yourself those three questions every day or every week and be present to that and be honest with yourself and answer it honestly, you're going to start building your confidence. You're going to start breaking free from limiting beliefs because you're going to tell yourself what you did well. If it's one thing, go for it. If it's 5 things, go for it. If it's 2 things, go for it. But tell yourself what you did well. Don't wait on other people to tell you. Because I had to recognize my efforts. I had to recognize that I did something good. I didn't do all bad. My father did not acknowledge the efforts. All he was like, Sheila, you could have gotten 100. Why didn't you get 100? I'm like, Dad, but I passed the class. I passed the test. And that wasn't enough. And I understand he wanted me to work hard and do better and push past fear and excellent. Do excellent. I get that. But what I realized that caused me to not feel like I was enough for many, many years is because my efforts was not recognized. I want to recognize your efforts. I want to help you to see what you don't see, because when you're in the frame, you cannot see when you're in the frame, you can't see the picture. And I want to show you what I see in you. I want you to rise above this not enough story. Let it be the end of it in 2025 and a new beginning, a new story in 2026. Talk to me. Share with me. What's your not enough story? Type in the chat. I would love to know, what was it that someone said to you that wounded you? What are you saying to yourself? Because sometimes it's not all people. Sometimes it's you saying something to yourself. Oh, I can't do that. I'm an idiot. I don't know how to do that. What is your self-talk like? What are you telling yourself? Click on that link in my bio and join me on December 9th. And let's do this together so that you can overcome this limiting belief of telling yourself you're not enough, because you're a unicorn. You're more than enough. You do your thing better than me. Why? Because you're uniquely you. I can't do you. If I try to do you, I will be a counterfeit. But I can do a great me, because I can only do it the way that I can. You can only do it the way that you can. So talk to me. Share with me. Let me know, Tim. Let me know. Let me see who else is on here. I can't really see, my light is off, but tell me, share with me. Don't be shy. I want you to break free from your not enough story, because it is time for us to tell ourselves new and true and uplifting and encouraging things about ourselves. There's an exercise that I give my clients, and you can take it if you like and start working on it. Use the ABC from A through Z and take each letter and write at least 1 to 7 things about yourself that you already are or you aspire to become. For example, A, I'm ambitious. I'm adventurous. Are you ambitious? Maybe you are. Maybe you're not, but that's something you want to be. Write it down. Tell yourself who you are. B, I'm beautiful. I'm brave. I'm bold. C, I'm courageous. I'm creative. Tell yourself the truth about you, so you're not waiting on somebody else to fill your cup. Fill your cup yourself. And when others come and pour, that just be additional, and that'd be like cherry on top of the ice cream. I would love for you to join me. Share in the chat. Let me know. I see 4 more messages. Let me see. Okay. For those of you who are joining me, we're talking about your not enough story and you feeling like you're not enough. And for me, mine started when I first recognized it, because my dad did not encourage my efforts. He would always push me to do 100%, 100%, almost like anything under 100% was less than. It wasn't valued. And I made sure that when I had children, I changed that trajectory. I changed that behavior. I encouraged my kids, everything they did. Of course, I pointed out to them the areas where they need to work on. I did. I made sure that I helped them to see what they need to work on. But I didn't diminish what they already did. I didn't diminish the effort that they put in. And I recognize that was my kryptonite. And I want to hold your hand through this not enough story and change your limiting beliefs about yourself so you can win, so that you can come up higher. I'm going to try to put on my car and see if we can get some light in here. Right? It is so important that you know you are powerful. You are great. You are a unicorn. You are more than enough greatness. But if you don't tell yourself the truth about who you are, you will do 2026 as you do in 2025. So click on the link in my bio and join me on December 9th to learn how to cut the cords on your limiting beliefs and rise higher and go enter into 2026 with more courage, with more boldness, with more tenacity, with more creativity. Talk to me. Share with me. What have you been told? Let's break this thing down together. I'm your coach and I want to join you on the journey. I want you to win. I love and appreciate you. And I'm going to sign off. But I want to sign off knowing that you've heard me and know that you don't have to do life by yourself. You don't have to do this by yourself. You have help. You don't need to do this alone. Your limiting beliefs are stealing from you. It is time for you to ask for what you want. Put your name in the hat for that position at work. Even if you think you don't qualify, put it in anyway. I will help you. Let me help you craft your story, because many times you're overqualified. But you're minimizing your strengths. You're minimizing your gifts. You're minimizing your talents. And you're getting stuck in what people say about you. Or maybe something you've been saying to yourself. It is time to break free. Join me on December 9th and let me help you. Let's partner together and bring 5 of your friends and let's do this together. And to stop listening to the chatter between our two ears. That inner critic is robbing you of your joy, your peace, your happiness, your possibilities. Let's do this together. Find your worth. You are worthy. Your designer created you with everything you have on the inside. And know that people, when they give you feedback, and it's a negative feedback, and it may feel like a gut punch to pull you down, you have the power to either reject it or question it. And when you question it, you're saying, is there any truth in that feedback? Sit with it. And if there's truth, take the truth, fix it, work upon it, work on it, implement new behaviors, overcome it, but don't let somebody else's feedback rob you and steal from you. I am your coach. I am your sister, and I want to help you to become the resilient version of who you are. And I'll be back. Maybe Sunday or maybe before. I'll be back to continue this conversation of limiting beliefs robbing you of your self-worth. We got to put a stop into that, because you're valuable. You need to walk like it. You need to be confident. Command the room, whatever room that is, whether it's a bedroom, the boardroom, or any room at all that you walk into at work, at home. And I'll help you to do that. Remove those limiting beliefs from your vocabulary, from your mindset. You have to have a growth mindset. Your growth mindset says, I can do this better. I can do it with help. I can seek help. I can do research. I can figure it out. I could do it another way. Versus a fixed mindset is saying, oh, it can't be done. I can't do that. Nobody in my family ever wins. Right? It's important you pick a side and you pick the right side. Pick the growth mindset to help you interrupt the limiting beliefs and your not enough story. I am your coach and I love you, and I'll be back. Have a great evening and we'll talk soon. I'm looking for you on that call. All right? Click the link, December 9th. Have a great evening and God bless you. Bye-bye.